Hi and welcome to my channel. My name's Teresa and I'm the Car Boot Crafter, and welcome back to my peel off challenge. So if you haven't seen it already, I'll explain just briefly, but I'll leave a link in the description box below to the original video. What it is I've got loads and loads of peel offs, and I know I'm not the only one. I know that lots of us as crafters will have loads of these sorts of peel offs, and it's the sort, they're usually metallic looking, not always. Sometimes they're silver, sometimes they're gold, sometimes they're very glittery like that, but they are little pieces that you peel off and use in your project. And I have got an absolute ton of them, and I know that most of us that are crafters will have built up quite a collection, but we don't seem to use them very often anymore. I certainly haven't used them for a very long time. So the challenges are about using peel offs a bit more in our crafting and looking at them perhaps in slightly different ways, but certainly sort of promoting the use of them through our crafting. They're often left in the drawer, for me anyway, in the bottom of the drawer and forgotten about, even when I'm looking around trying to find the perfect thing for on my project. So yeah, so over the last few weeks there's been every other Monday there's been a challenge going out about how to use your peel off and to share them. I've got a folder called Peel Off Challenge folder, and if you use the hashtag Peel Off Challenge and you do a video, I'll pop it into my folder, and then people who've maybe need some inspiration around using their peel off can pop over and have a look. So this week, this is what I've created. You may look at that and go, well, there's no peel offs on there. Well, there isn't. But you may also look at all the peel offs and think, oh, this week's theme's numbers, but it's not. This week's theme is about masking. So what I've done is I've used peel offs on here. I've used these ones actually. Most of these ones on here have been used on this project, which is a 21st birthday card for my nephew, who's 21 this year. And I've had this thought in my head for a long time to do something like this. And I hadn't thought about using peel offs until I started the peel off challenge. So how's about that for, you know, things working out. What I've done originally, this would have looked a little bit like, actually, it was exactly like this one, but in silver. So, but what I've done is I've just taken the backing off. I'll just show you what I mean if I can get under. So the backing is this bit. It's what you might call the waist, and all I've done is just peel it off. You can peel it off and your peel offs will stay in place, but I peeled it off because a lot of these peel offs on here are used on the project here, and rather than waste them, I've just popped them back on here so that I can use them again. So let me show you how I've done it. I've done that one because I've got to do a tag for his present anyway. So all I've done is I've taken a piece of white card and I've used my my inks to just ink some spots on there. This one was the crushed olive, which is that one. So I've just dabbed some colour onto the card, and you can tell it's all over. And then all I've done is take the peel offs that I've used. So this is 21. And I've just added them to the project like that. One tip is that if you do use your peel offs, I pop them onto my jeans first. So I take them off the backing, pop them onto my jeans so that they pick up a little bit of fibre, and that just makes them a little bit less sticky, so it's easier to take them off later on when you come to your taking these off. So all I've done is pop them on randomly like that, and all I do is I just kind of press them down, not too hard at this stage, in case I want to move them again. So let's find a few more. That's a number 4 I can pop on there. There's another number 2 which I will add, and I'm going to use some in the white space as well, because white is a colour after all. And there's a number 1 which I'll pop on the white space as well. There's a 5. Now most of these, as I said, most of these have been used already, so I can pop them straight on. But if, like this one, hasn't been used, all I do is I will pop it on my jeans, lay it down, take it off, and then pop it onto the project. Where am I going to pop that one? Let's stick that one over there. And then once I'm happy that I've got enough down, actually there's a 7 there, isn't there? Let's use that 7. I can get it to pick up. There's a 7. And I did have a 3, but I've dropped it. Oh, there it is. Pop a 3 there. Oh, let's go in there. And there's a 0 there as well. 0 is a number after all, so let's pop that one down. And then all I've done is I've got some black soot distress, and I've just got and gone over it. So what I've done is I've sort of dabbed it first, because this helps to push the peel offs down a little bit, and then once I'm happy that they're pushed onto the paper and they're not going to lift, just gone around with the ink very gently, because I don't want to scrape too much. Very gently gone round, and I've gone round 2 or 3 times with the ink, and allowed it to dry in between, which I'm not going to be able to do with this one obviously, because I'm trying to show you how I've done it. But what I'll do is I'll leave the little ones down, but I'll take the big ones off, because those are usually the easiest ones to do. So, and because your numbers have got sort of bits in the middle, look, so with the circle you have to make sure you get right into the middle there, so that the middle of that 0 will show up like that. And once you've done that, usually I will leave it to dry, but let me have a look. Right, I've got a dry wet wipe here, so, and I just go over, and this is not about burnishing the peel offs. This is about cleaning them off so that I don't get tons of ink all over my hands. So once I've done that, see, quite a lot comes off. Once I've done that, I then go in with my pokey tool and just very, very carefully, there we go, lift it off like that. So then you've got the outline standing out, and then because I've cleaned it, I can then pop it onto my carrier sheet. So I might even get another couple of uses out of these ones. Very carefully lift it up, and because because I've popped it onto my jeans or my jumper or whatever, you just end up with numbers that are quite easy to take off. You just have to take a little bit of time, little bit of care, follow them through. There you go, look, that number 1 came off very easily there. Just take a bit of time and a little bit of care, and don't rip it. So So yeah, so this is this week's theme. It's to use a masking technique using your peel-offs. So, and like I say, I've used numbers, but use any peel-off you want. So you might use anything, well, anything. You might have stars or shapes or gosh, anything, a greeting even, or a word would be great on here. I could have found that I've got a couple that say nephew, so I could have put that on here, couldn't I? Now I'm thinking of that. Yeah, that would have been really nice on my my card, but never mind. It's a bit late now, but it's because it's done. But maybe if I'm doing another one in the future, something similar, I would suggest that you give it a minute to dry between when you first lay your inks down, your colours ink, leave it to dry before you then come in and add your peel-offs on here, because otherwise, yeah, I don't know, they're gonna, yeah, they just sink into the paper, don't they? So yeah, and it might stick a bit too much. I've been very careful to give it a good 20 minutes or so to dry between, because otherwise when you come to lift it, you might find you have a little bit more difficulty lifting them if the paper's been wet. I'll carry on with that in a minute. But yeah, so that's today's challenge, is to use your peel-offs as a mask. So yeah, so I'm going to pop this away because, as I say, this is for my nephew. I do need to do inside for him first, and then I'm going to pop it away in readiness for his 21st birthday. And then I've got this tag as well for his birthday present. So anyway, so I'll see you in the next video. Have fun. I hope you're enjoying the challenges. I hope you're joining in as well. If you do use the hashtag peel-off challenge, which I've got there, so that I can come over and have a look and see what you're doing and how you're getting on with it. So yes, and don't forget to check out everybody else's video in my folder, or just check out using the hashtag peel-off challenge. And I'll see you in the next video. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. So I'll see you in the next video. So take care. Bye for now.